You are not even my real dad. My other dad is way better than you.
Those words didn't just break my heart. They shattered 15 years of my life in a single breath. So I stopped acting as one, and they didn't expect what was coming. Thank you for listening. If this story resonated with you, leave a comment below and subscribe to this channel for more infidelity stories and cheating wife stories on YouTube. I was standing in my living room at midnight, arms crossed, watching my 15-year-old son, Peter, sneak back through our front door. The floorboards creaked under his feet, like they were announcing his guilt. He thought he was slick, but I had been doing this dad thing for over a decade. I knew every sound that house made. "Where were you?" My voice cut through the silence. He didn't even look at me, just tossed his jacket on the couch like I was invisible.
None of your business.
"While you're under my roof, it is my business." I stepped closer, and that's when I saw it. That look in his eyes. Pure defiance mixed with something else. Something that made my stomach drop.
You don't get it, do you?
His voice cracked, but he wasn't backing down.
You're not even my real dad. My other dad is way better than you. Way better.
The room went dead silent. I froze. My brain scrambled to process what he had just said. Real dad. Other dad. The words bounced around my skull like bullets ricocheting off steel. I looked at my wife, Lisa, on the couch. Her mouth opened and closed like a fish gasping for air, but no words came out. That hesitation, that split second where she should have jumped to defend me, cut deeper than Peter's words ever could.
"Peter, go to your room."
Lisa's voice is barely a whisper. Peter smirked like he had just won the lottery and stormed upstairs. But I was still frozen, staring at Lisa, waiting for her to tell me this was all some twisted teenage rebellion. She didn't. "You going to explain that?" My voice was low, dangerous. Lisa fidgeted with her sweater, wouldn't meet my eyes.
"He's just angry, John. You know how teenagers are. He didn't mean it."
"Didn't he?" I stepped closer. "Because you sure as hell didn't rush to correct him." The silence that followed told me everything I needed to know. That night, I didn't sleep. I sat in the kitchen nursing cold coffee, replaying 15 years of memories like a movie reel. Every birthday party where I was the one behind the camera. Every scraped knee I bandaged. Every homework battle. Every goodnight kiss. Every "I love you, Dad." That apparently meant nothing. Around midnight, I heard Peter's voice drifting down the hallway. His door was cracked open, and he was whispering into his phone.
Yeah, I told him.
He said, and I could hear the smile in his voice.
He doesn't even know what to do. You're so much cooler than him, Dad.
Dad. He called someone else Dad, and it wasn't me. My hands shook as I edged closer to his doorway. Through the crack, I saw him curled up on his bed, phone glowing against his face, smiling in a way I hadn't seen in years.
I can't wait to meet you for real.
He whispered.
Soon, okay?
I backed away, heart pounding like I had just run a marathon. Whoever this guy was, he wasn't just a voice on the phone. He was real, he was close, and my son, the boy I had raised, wanted to meet him more than he had ever wanted anything from me. The next morning, Lisa acted like nothing had happened, making breakfast, chattering about work, avoiding my eyes like I was a ghost haunting my own kitchen. Peter grabbed toast and left without a word. That's when I made a decision that would change everything. If Peter didn't want me as his father, I was done pretending to be one. I went to my office and started digging. Years of being an auditor had taught me how to follow paper trails, and people always left digital breadcrumbs. I pulled up our family phone plan online and started scrolling through Peter's call logs. There it was. Mike. No last name, just Mike. A number he had called dozens of times, always late at night. I ran the number through a reverse lookup. It was a burner phone, which immediately set off every alarm bell in my head. Who needed a burner phone to talk to a 15-year-old boy? I dug deeper, cross-referencing the area code with online forums. That's when I found it. A post from a guy complaining about a Mike who had charmed his son, promised him modeling opportunities, then disappeared with $10,000. My blood turned to ice. I kept searching until I found a news article from 3 years ago. Local man arrested for youth fraud scheme. The mugshot showed a guy in his 30s with sharp features and a smile that didn't reach his eyes. Michael Lee, also known as Mike, known for targeting teenage boys from broken homes. That night, I heard Peter on the phone again.
I know, I miss you too.
He was saying.
School's so dumb. When can I come see you?
A pause, then that laugh again, the one he never gave me anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't even care about me now. You're so much better.
I pressed my back against the wall, feeling like I was drowning. He was walking straight into a trap, and he was doing it with a smile on his face. Lisa finally broke a few days later. She cornered me in the kitchen, arms crossed, like she was the one who had been wronged.
We need to talk about Peter,
She said.
You're letting him do whatever he wants. He needs boundaries.
I set down my coffee and looked at her, really looked at her. He told me I'm not his dad. Why should I keep pretending I am? Lisa's face went white. She sank into a chair, hands trembling.
I need to tell you something,
She whispered.
About 10 years ago, when things were bad between us, you were working all the time and I was lonely. There was someone else, but John, Peter is yours. I swear he's yours.
The words hit me like a physical blow. Then why is he calling some stranger dad? Lisa's eyes filled with tears.
We had that fight, remember? About money? I was angry, and I said maybe he wasn't yours. I didn't mean it, but Peter overheard. He was little. I thought he'd forget. Then he started asking questions, and I let it sit there.
I stared at this woman I had built a life with and felt absolutely nothing. You let him think I was a lie, I said, for years.
I'm sorry. Please, John, talk to him. He needs you.
He doesn't want me. I stood up, chair scraping against the floor. He's got his other dad now, and you let it happen. That night, I followed Peter. He took the bus downtown, and I stayed far enough behind to avoid detection. He met Mike outside a dive bar, tall, lean, wearing a leather jacket like he was trying to be cool for a teenager. I watched from across the street as Peter lit up like Christmas morning. Mike handed him a soda, touched his arm, leaned in too close. The way he looked at him wasn't fatherly. It was predatory. They talked for 10 minutes. He showed him something on his phone that made Peter gasp and hug him. That's when I knew for certain. This wasn't some misguided father figure. This was a predator, and my son was his next mark. Back home, I made a plan. I called Mike's number, my hand steady despite the rage burning in my chest.
Yeah?
His voice was smooth, confident. This is John, I said. Peter's father. A pause, then a chuckle.
Oh, hey, man. He's told me all about you. What's up?
I know what you're doing, I cut him off, and I want him gone. He's not mine, he's yours now. How much to make that happen? He didn't even hesitate.
Straight to business, huh? I like that. Let's say $10,000 grand cash. He's worth it, right?
My stomach churned, but I kept my voice level. Fine. Meet me tomorrow at 8 p.m. behind the old train station near Harbor Avenue. Bring him if you want. I don't care.
Deal,
He said, and hung up. Too easy. He thought I was some desperate father ready to pay him off. Perfect. I called in a favor through a friend who had connections with the police. By noon, I had Detective Morrison's number and a promise that he would be there if I could get proof. The next evening, I drove to the old train station with a recorder in my pocket and rage in my heart. Morrison texted me, "In position, Get him talking. Mike arrived at exactly 8 p.m., headlights cutting through the darkness. He stepped out alone at first, then waved Peter over from his car. He climbed out hesitantly, backpack over one shoulder, looking smaller than I had seen him in years.
John, right?
Mike strolled over, hands in his pockets like we were old friends.
Where's my money?
I held up an empty duffel bag. Right here. But first, tell me exactly what you're planning. He grinned, stepping closer.
Oh, man. You're making this easy. Kid's got dreams, you know? I'll take him off your hands, set him up somewhere nice. He trusts me, thinks I'm his old man. Few months, he'll be getting me whatever I need. Cash, contacts, connections. Then I'm out. Done it before. Works like a charm.
Peter froze, his eyes darting between us.
What? This can't be true.
He whispered. Mike laughed.
Relax, kid. It's just business.
That's when Morrison moved in. 2 officers behind him, lights flashing. Mike spun, swearing, but they had him cuffed before he could run.
You set me up!
He snarled. I didn't answer. The recorder had captured everything. Peter stared at me, tears streaming down his face. For the first time in months, he looked like the little boy who used to hold my hand. But I didn't go to him. I couldn't. He had made his choice, and this was mine. When I got home, Lisa was pacing the living room like a caged animal.
Where's Peter? What happened?
He's safe, I said, walking past her. Mike's gone. That's all you need to know.
John, talk to me. We can fix this.
I stopped at the bottom of the stairs and turned to face her. No, Lisa, we can't. I saved him. That's it. I'm done. The next morning, I moved with purpose. I went to the garage where Peter's old guitar sat broken against a box, an acoustic that had broken at a school camp. The neck was cracked, strings dangling like broken promises. I spent hours fixing it. Glue, clamps, new strings. When I was done, it wasn't perfect, but it would play. Lisa found me there.
Peter won't talk to me,
She said.
What happened last night?
I set the guitar down and pulled out the divorce papers I had printed that morning. I took care of Mike. Now I'm taking care of this. Her face crumbled as she took the papers.
John, no. We're a family.
Were, I corrected her. You broke that, not me. I grabbed the guitar and headed inside. Peter's door was closed, but I could hear him crying softly. Instead of knocking, I set the guitar against his door, carefully so it wouldn't fall. It wasn't a speech or a hug, it was what I had left to give. A piece of him that I had fixed, even if I couldn't fix us. I packed one bag, laptop, a few clothes, the essentials. Lisa watched from the hallway, tears streaming, but she didn't try to stop me.
Where are you going?
She asked. Somewhere else, I said, zipping the bag. You get the house. Peter needs it. I didn't look back as I walked to my car. The engine turned over, and I sat there for a moment, staring at the house that had used to be home. 15 years of memories lived in those walls. First steps, bedtime stories, Christmas mornings. But they weren't mine anymore. Maybe they never had been. As I drove away, I knew Peter would find the guitar. He would pick it up, run his fingers over the strings, and maybe, just maybe, he would understand that I had been there, that I had fixed what I could, even when I couldn't fix everything. The road stretched out ahead of me, empty and full of possibilities. For the first time in years, I wasn't someone's father, someone's husband, someone's problem to solve. I was just me, and maybe that was enough. Thank you for listening. If this story moved you, like this video and subscribe for more infidelity stories, cheating wife stories, lost love chronicles, and inspirational stories about finding the strength to start over.